Sometimes when a parent is diagnosed with cancer, children suffer in silence. Joining us now is a woman who's tackled this topic head-on with a book for kids that does not pull any punches. Amelia Frahm is the author of Tickles, Tabitha's Cancer-tankerous Mommy. That's quite a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
Let's talk about this book, and let's talk about how much this mimics your own life. Tickles Tabitha is our little girl in the book.
It is.
Her mommy has been diagnosed with cancer. Was this pretty much what happened to you? You had two children at the time.
I had two children, and I was 34, and they were toddlers when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And it was 15 years ago, so it's been a while, but that was an era when people didn't talk about cancer to their children. So I was searching for a book to help explain my cancer and could not find it. And when I didn't find it, I wrote my own version. The title's been through some changes, and originally I called it Mean Old Mama.
Mean Old Mama?
Mean Old Mama,
Because,
yes.
I mean, when I say it doesn't pull any punches, you're right. It's not a feel-good book, but it's not going to depress your child or scare a child if they read it.
Not.
But it's just, this is the way it could be.
This is the way it could be. It's exactly the way it was for my family. And it's funny today in the reality TV world, people look at the book and they laugh, oh, it's a sweet little book, but back when I first put the book out there, it wasn't considered quite so sweet. One review critic even told me, well, the mom in there is just mean. But it was the emotional roller coaster ride, the mood swings, the ups and downs you go through when you're diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
And after the worst is over, you know, when you first diagnosed, you're, I guess, the nice mom, but then once that diagnosis sits with you for a while and you're going through the motions of everyday living, things get on your nerves.
And you're the scared mom.
Yes, you are.
And I was a little mad at Dad in this book, too,
yes.
because I thought, get off your butt. Was that based on your husband?
Well, my husband would say that he was a lot nicer than I probably portrayed in the book, but it's funny that you say that because there was probably some things that even got left out. But again, I wrote the book, he didn't.
Right. And it's an adjustment for the whole family.
It is.
It's not just one person who's dealing with it. It's a ripple effect, right?
When you're diagnosed with cancer, it affects you and it affects everyone around you.
Exactly.
And even complete strangers that know you, like that you see on a daily basis in the grocery store. Nobody knows how to react to you after such a diagnosis. So everybody's kind of, on tiptoes around you. And so it's up to you to try to teach them how to act.
Yeah. Is this readily available now?
It is readily available. You can go online to Amazon, or you can email Nutcracker Publishing or Borders bookstores. They're able to order the book. You
want this to be, not this book in particular, but you are starting some kind of program in schools, right, for kids? Tell me a little bit about that.
We have a program called Crack Open a Book, and the book you're cracking open is Tickles, Tabitha's Cancer-tankerous Mommy, and it's a cancer awareness school program for elementary children. And it's probably the first program of its kind. It promotes cancer awareness, and it does it with a character education curriculum. When children read the book, they read about the courage and the perseverance and the kindness, some of the things that it takes to cope with cancer. And that's what they learn when they do the school program. Character education is big in the school system. And so they do things, activities, but despite the serious subject, it's a fun day at school, and they'll do things like design a wig for mom, a badge of courage. They'll play games based on the characters in the book. There's a lot of episodes in the book where, the kids are making a mess. I think there's a manners activities because there's a episode at the dinner table where mom's dead snorts like a pig because mom's behaving like one.
Right, she's starving because the pills that she's on to treat her cancer are making her ravenous.
Exactly. So we have games pertaining to that.
Now, would this just be for children who are touched by cancer directly, or just for all kids?
No, this is for all kids.
Right.
Back in the day when I was diagnosed, talking to my own children just was gasp. People were shocked by it, much less talking to a child who had not been touched by cancer.
Right.
I even had bookstore people tell me that no parent would want to read a book like that to their child, unless they have to.
Right.
But today it is so different. There's not a person out there that has not been touched by cancer.
Exactly.
And usually the schools are the first people to pick up on that if there's a family going through it.
Right.
And there needs to be a lot of awareness today. And I did we called it a guinea pig party when I first started the school program. And I invited children to participate in the school program. And I was surprised. The parents were very happy to do it.
Good. Well, the book, again, is called Tickles, Tabitha's Cancer-tankerous Mommy. Amelia Frahm, thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And good luck for spreading that message. We'll be right back with more Daytime. Don't go away.